Oh, we're already into the game. Oh man. Did not say casters are ready.
But yeah,
It's okay though.
Ready enough.
We're ready
We're
enough.
always ready. Ready for anything.
But quick last announcement. Draft is tomorrow, guys. So you will be drafted onto your teams tomorrow. The season will start next Friday. There will be games for all teams on Friday. Some teams will play Saturday as well, or Sunday. So 2 games this weekend you guys will have.
And what time is this draft tomorrow?
9 o'clock Eastern.
9
It'll last for about a little over an hour. There'll be more draft picks this time around than the last one we did during the trial season. So we'll be...
Now we have substitutes, right?
Yeah, we will have substitutes. Each team will have 2 subs on their team. So... And a lot of those subs will get chances to play.
Yeah, we definitely had a lot of subs.
Yes, there will be a stream for the draft on this page. We will notify everyone in the Sirius gaming room when the draft goes live. So, picks going out there. 3 bans at Manslayer. Not a surprise. Riven, Siobhan, and Nar, all champions he plays really well. Lucian, Tristana, Morgana, really strong bottom lane champions. Matrix Burden, get to pick up that Corki. May pick up that Corki. I know what that Corki really is. I think a lot of people know that is an AP Corki.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't get to quite see that whole game, but I remember him going like 18-6 or something like that. He did really well. So.
The Plague get to pick up that Thresh, really strong champion. Chris Hansen up to bat for the picks. You saw him play top lane, though he's a lot more comfortable in the bottom lane as an AD carry.
Yeah, maybe he'll go with his classic Draven, or perhaps...
Lucian's banned out, so we're not going to see him on Lucian.
And he might be picking for someone else, or maybe he's going Fizz. I guess we'll see how that goes.
Maybe Shogun. We'll never know with Chris Hansen what he's going to pick.
He might just be trying to mess with us on the stream. I know I do that when I'm playing.
I do know this. What will Chris Hansen go with? Hovering with Cho'Gath. Last second switch? No,
Nope.
It's going to be a Cho'Gath. We'll have to see if that is a top lane, mid lane Cho'Gath. We'll have to see. Maybe jungle. We haven't seen him in jungle in a long time.
Looks like they're taking the Draven away from him. So that's not going to be an option for him to trade out later on.
Devin Senpai went absolutely gigantic last game on that Draven.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And Mitch's Python hovering through some sorts, maybe going with that Blitzcrank. Was on the Thresh last game. To moderate success, landed a lot of good hooks in that bottom lane. A lot of good plays as well. But unfortunately, picked a fight with the Draven with a Bloodthirster a couple times too many, and Draven kind of went large. But now he's got that Draven on his team in Devin Senpai, and now it's going to be a Jinx, though, for Devin Senpai. So that will be an AP Corki in the mid lane.
Looks like it.
Willie Cow hovered over Ashe last game. Not sure if he plays it.
Chris has played Ashe once as well, if he is switching. I do recall that. I don't think... I know he won that game. I don't know if he did particularly amazingly, but...
It was interesting. He did his standard dive the enemy turrets with Ashe, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah, I think it worked pretty well for him, so I wouldn't be surprised, but now they're hovering over Vayne.
Also hovering over Aatrox. So that would either be a top or jungle Aatrox.
That would be fun.
And a Vayne did well last game. Oh, random switches of champions. Looks like we're lagging there a little bit. Cogba now the hover, and Kylaf gonna lock in
Aatrox.
the Aatrox. And Vayne is locked in for the cow. Manslayer instantly hovers over Jax, but he always instantly hovers over something. He hovers with Lulu a lot. I really would like to see his Lulu. I haven't seen him play Lulu in pretty much ever. Lulu very strong top laner in this meta. Usually a little bit better in team play, I'd say, though.
Yeah, I know he has a Yasuo, and I've seen it before. He might be trying to counter pick here, so we might see him introduce something else. Nasus is always a good option. If he's gonna try to, maybe he's assuming he's against Cho'Gath, I suppose. Maybe he might just want to out-sustain him. Lulu again.
Over to Lulu. Don't be trolling me, Manslayer. Oh, he locks it in. He's gonna show us Lulu.
And then he trades with Blitzcrank.
Oh,
Watch. Blitzcrank top.
Blitzcrank top. New meta.
I'm waiting for it.
Breaking Bad does lock in the Vi, so full team comp settled for blue team. Got some pick opportunity. No Tengu, un Mouse. Hovering over Vladimir.
It'll be interesting to see what he pulls out. He is the resident bronze player in the game, so perhaps he's going to show us some new tactics from the Elo hell, so to speak, that we don't usually get to see.
We'll have to see what he chooses to go with. Either top or mid lane here. The Vlad more likely a top laner. But Cho'Gath can also fill that role, so can Aatrox. So a lot of mystery with this purple team. Because Cho'Gath can jungle. And he won't go low in that jungle. And he's got a level, at level 6, he's got a really big smite on his ultimate. 1,000 damage. Hard to control, hard to beat him in a dragon fight with that.
Definitely.
All the picks are in, though, so we're going to have to see where these players are going to go on the purple team.
I think one of the biggest things we're going to have to watch out first, I'm going to say the bottom lane. Really, if Blitz can get some really good hooks off on that bottom lane, Jinx can go out of control. Because both Jinx and Vayne are really good hyper carries. I would say Vayne has a slight edge, especially in a 1v1, because of her invisibility and her mobility before Jinx gets any kills. And I guess we'll see how that goes. I mean, I think they have pretty similar skill levels across the board.
Summoners being revealed. Looks like it's going to be a jungle Aatrox, and we're going to have to see where Chris Hansen and No Tengu Mouse go. Are they going to go top? Who's going to go top? Who's going to go middle? I'm trying to think who would be strong against who. I think Cho'Gath has a better chance against AP Corki. Maybe I'm mistaken there.
I think he does, and the sad thing is I actually do have experience with this. I did a 1v1 at one point as AP Corki against a Cho'Gath player.
Oh wow!
It was kind of a troll thing that we were doing, but
comes up relevant here.
Yeah, Cho'Gath does have a slight edge, and I mean partially that might be just due to me not playing AP Corki prior to this event, but Cho'Gath has sustain. He can kind of tank Corki's damage, at least pre-6. Corki doesn't offer a whole lot. And then Cho'Gath will just kind of run around and be unkillable at a certain point. So
against Vladimir, I think Corki will be able to farm up and actually outrange. I think he believes outranges him with auto attacks, so he'll be able to harass him.
Yeah.
And throw those phosphor bombs on his head and really harass Vlad. And Vlad does have a really weak laning phase. But Lulu also would be really hard for him. It's going to be hard for this Vlad on No Tengu Mouse on this Vlad to really get going against either laner.
And the only reason I would say that Cho might be going top is just because Chris Hansen probably wants to deal with Manslayer himself. Just being the high elos of the respective team, he wants that matchup so he's not losing another lane 100%. So
1 minute left in the delay, guys, and we'll be right in to this game. So let's talk about lane matchups. We talked, I guess the really only one we can really call right now is where the bottom lane is going, and that's bottom lane, of course, and 80 carry supports will be occupying those lanes. We're going to see Jinx Blitzcrank versus Vayne and Thresh. Interesting matchup.
Yeah, it's really going to be basically who hits their skill shots. I mean, Jinx can lay down some poke kind of, but if Blitzcrank is able to get a pull off, they're definitely going to win a fight. And if Thresh gets his CC off, they're definitely going to win a fight. So it could go either way. I give the edge slightly to Thresh Vayne just because I think Thresh is a little more reliable. He's not going to blow a third of his mana every single time he uses his hook. And also, Vayne, I think, is a little easier to ramp up just because if Jinx makes a single mistake, Vayne will be able to kill her like easily. So, yeah.
You'll definitely see as we go in to the loading screen, guys. As why I try pointing out in the chat. Not gonna have a relatively quick load in now that he's out of the picture. Pot taking a little shot at himself. Looking at the skins once again. Dragon Corki, Boom Boom, Blitzcrank, and Mafia Jinx. To the Loch Ness Cho'Gath, SKT1, Vayne, and Mecha Aatrox.
I have not seen the Mecha Aatrox skin.
It is an intimidating skin.
It looks almost Galio-esque to me. I think that would throw me off a bit.
The first time I ever played against a skin, it was against a Diamond 1 top laner.
Oh,
it was in a tournament, and I was scared. There are words for this. Can't say them on stream, but I was scared.
So you almost have like PTS now every single time you see Aatrox.
Yeah, it's just terror. I could not anywhere go near his Aatrox in lane with my Trundle. And I was crying all the way home.
It's all good.
I remember my team telling me, just don't die. And I'm like, I'm trying, guys, but he's all over me. Couldn't do anything about it. Aatrox, very strong laner, but we'll have to see what he can do in the jungle. Ganks are pretty strong if he can land the knock-up.
Yeah, I'm not super enthralled by his jungle, but I'm one of those people who really likes to stick to the meta in my opinions. Even though my champion pool doesn't quite speak to that, but I don't think it usually does well for the non-meta picks.
Right now, I'm just gonna guess that Chris Hansen wants the 1v1 against Manslayer and is gonna go top lane, but we'll see. Definitely some time to see where these champions are gonna go. They do have that advantage that they don't know where each champion's gonna go. Vlad,
yeah.
Interesting start. He starts with a Ruby Crystal.
I think that might be him dealing with his passive, I suppose, where he's thinking, hey, I'll get some AP out of this and also health. I think it scales better the other way around, where AP scales more into health than health does into AP. So he might have been better off going like Amp Tome and a couple health potions, but I mean, Ruby Crystal start is probably fine too.
He's getting 40 health is 1 AP and 1 AP is 1.4 health. So it's about even.
I suppose.
Matrix Python trying to land the hook onto Thresh, not going to be in range. Could have been a big play if he could have landed that hook though.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I probably would have burned a flash, at least.
At least? A lot of damage coming through by Breaking Bad and Devon Senpai.
Yeah. Get that Jinx slow to follow up there. It would be pretty difficult to get out of there without at least using a summoner. Now, the things a lot of Blitzcranks do early on is they try to kind of cheese the jungler and pull blue buff over the wall. The easiest way to deal with this is have a lot of players sit in the bushes in your jungle, and then you stand between Blitz and the jungle camp. So Blitz will pull you into him, and then your team will kind of collapse on him right away. This all kind of hinges on Blitz not warding it though, so he's not going for it anyway, so it's kind of a waste of time.
A lot of times you can do is just pull out the blue buff slightly, and that'll also make him pull a small creep and he'll just whiff entirely.
Yeah, the thing is, people tend to do it way too late, thinking that they're just gonna Blitz being there, which is probably not the best idea. If you really want to mess with someone, just pull the blue buff right away, because that's the only way that you're really going to get anything out of it.
And so trying to get down, harass onto Chris Hansen early.
Yeah, I think this is actually kind of a difficult lane for Cho'Gath. He might, if he can survive the early part of it, he'll probably be fine. But Lulu's definitely not going to make it easy for him.
Rupture not landing on a Manslayer. CS pretty even so far. Oh, got these mixed up. There we go.
I think if I were Cho'Gath, I would have gone Flask instead, because even though you do have a lot of sustain, if you are able to auto-attack minions and get your things off on
now is
them.
getting pretty aggressive onto Matrix Burden. Knockup from Cho'Gath doesn't land. Manslayer getting really aggressive onto Cho'Gath. Both tilt potions gone. And here comes Breaking Bad trying to get onto Chris Hansen. Not gonna be able to lock him up. Kylaf looking for maybe a gank on a Matrix Burden. Matrix Burden has the Valkyrie, gonna get away.
Yeah, but definitely Cho'Gath being this low is gonna lose him a lot of C. There's no way he's gonna be able to get everything while he's also fearing for his life.
And he's gonna go down to the red buff of Breaking Bad. First blood over to blue team.
And then Atrox is coming up for a little retribution, but I don't think that's a good
knock up
idea.
Manslayer. Oh, does take out Manslayer. The passive procs. Oh my goodness, the camera.
Like
Kylaf trying to run away. One more E. Gonna take him down. Baker Bad flashes out of turret range. 2-for-1 exchange over to Vi. Gonna get really far ahead. And the wave was pushing into the tower for Cho'Gath. So this is also some CS.
Surprised me. Manslayer was level 4, but it didn't look like he used shield. Maybe it was on cooldown, but he does have a point in it. I think it would have saved him. Maybe it was just still on cooldown. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Manslayer looking to maybe pick up a Rod of Ages this game, picking up the Ruby Crystal and the Mana Crystal.
Definitely not gonna gain a lot of presence in the lane right now, but if he does get that Rod of Ages, it's definitely gonna be beneficial for him later on.
Gonna get knocked up by the Cho'Gath. Gonna fire back with a Glitter Lance and some autos. A hook lands onto a minion. Not gonna take it out. Aatrox coming in on the bottom lane. Gets a knock up onto Devin Senpai. Gonna get knocked up by Blitzcrank though, and Matrix Python gets knocked away. Matrix Python gonna get hooked back in. The true damage coming down from Woolly Cow. Will he be able to take it down? One more auto attack, not gonna be enough. Flashing away is Woolly Cow, not wanting to take damage from this Jinx.
I'm not sure if he needed to flash there, but
No taking him out, is gonna get bursted. Gonna go down to Breaking Bad. The double longsword, lots of damage coming through.
that is unfortunate. And he was doing really well in that lane, for the most part. I'm actually surprised at how well Vlad is doing into Corki, so.
Actually picking up the Haunted guys, so that's why he picked up the Ruby Crystal. Wants to get a Haunted guys this game. Matrix Python getting hooked, gonna get flayed back. Woolly Cow going into melee range of Blitzcrank, not sure if that's what he needed to do. Exhausts go down. Woolly Cow going really low, gonna go down, but picks up the kill onto Blitzcrank. And here comes Kylaf trying to get a range kill on Evan Senpai. The heal gives him enough movement speed to get out of range of the knockup. Plague hits the hook, but it's not gonna be enough for Kylaf because he walked away. Another flayback. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. Not gonna be followed up on by Kylaf. No cooldowns are up.
A bit of miscommunication, I think, in a later setting during the league, we would see them maybe being in Skype, calling out that they're gonna stay in there or go back. I think they might have been able to at least scare Jinx a little. I don't know if they would have killed her, but at least they're trying.
Hook not gonna land on a Devon Senpai. No follow up from Woolly Cow as he's just walking in the lane now. Now Devon Senpai gonna go back. He's gonna lose an entire creep wave if he decides to back here, which will allow Vayne to catch up in CS. already picking up components for that Bridgewater Colors. And here comes Vi Pool. Gonna keep Vlad safe.
Jinx does get the BF sword out of doing this, and doesn't. And actually, Vayne isn't even pushing the lane here, so Jinx actually isn't gonna lose that wave.
Only gonna lose 3 creeps, maybe 4, if depending on how the creeps focus.
Yeah, not quite sure if that was the smartest thing to do for Vayne, but
could have forced Jinx to lose a lot of that wave, and the wave let her reset once it hit the turret. So yeah, Jinx is coming back, and here comes Breaking Bad right as Evan Senpai enters the lane. The ultimate, the hook brings her closer. Gonna try to get to the lantern, gets knocked up, gets pulled to safety, but still gets taken down by the auto attack. Manslayer finally gets knocked up by one of those ruptures. Chris Hansen, though, not gonna be able to follow up on it. A big one chunking. I think that was a big one. I can't even tell with that skin. Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, chunking. No Tango Unmouse.
I'm thinking if Chris Hansen wants to win this lane, he's gonna need some sort of defensive ability. I think him going full out AP here is not gonna be the best way for him to do anything. It's almost kind of like a reversal of roles. Usually Lulu kind of goes more AP and Cho'Gath kind of goes more Roa tanky build, but it's kind of interesting that they're doing the opposite.
Yeah, Manslayer choosing to go for Rod of Ages. Interesting Lulu build, not something I see normally. You usually see a Themes and a Death Cap or maybe a Zanya's Hourglass, but in this case, choosing to go for Rod of Ages. Not a standard Lulu build, getting to be pretty tanky. Hook goes out, knocking on Matrix Python as he stopped. Was not expected by Plague. Level 6 is achieved by blue team, not achieved by red team, so big power spike potentially being used here. If they can get it before red team. If they can use it before red team can. Get 6. Hook lands onto Vayne, she tumbles into it. The rocket, the rocket's enough through the lantern.
That is the second time that that's happened to Vayne, and that is just depressing.
That is not a good way to go when you think you're about to get out. One last auto attack is just barely enough to take her down. Chris Hansen.
Looks like Vi's coming in on this.
Going in onto Kylaf. Kylaf has his passive, burns his dash, gonna get knocked up by the rupture, is Breaking Bad. Cho'Gath gonna get clipped by the Glitter Lance, taking some damage.
Definitely gonna lose a lot of CS and maybe the turret here. They don't really have much of a choice.
Yeah, turret's pretty healthy, but if Breaking Bad leaves, it's likely to stay up.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna go for it.
Corky starting to deal some hurt over to No Tango Unmouse. Has a Chalice of Harmony for Mana Stain, so it can spam out those Phosphorus Bombs, unlike an AD Corky would be able to. And those rockets. The big one missing on No Tango Unmouse there.
I think Yo Tango Unmouse, or No Tango Unmouse, might also want to go some sort of like maybe an Abyssal build just to be able to survive this lane and get some
Going
farm.
it on to Matrix and pops the ultimate. Here comes Plague and Kylaf going really low. Flay back. Kylaf just needs one more auto attack. Gets it. Gonna go down. The Bloodwell triggers. Gonna take the lantern to safety. Oh, he gets ulted in the lantern. Goes down.
That was beautiful.
And in the bottom lane. Oh, was that a rocket? From bottom? Is that what happened there?
I did not see that.
I'm gonna jump back. Yes. Yes, it was rocket. I don't know if you guys caught that. I jump back another 15 seconds. We're gonna hopefully jump back live and not miss that.
All right. The blue team is going to go do this dragon.
I did my LCS follow. So we're back up the furthest viewed, guys. Not gonna miss any of the action.
Team secures a dragon. They're now up by about 5k gold. That's a really good lead at 12 minutes in the game.
Yeah, 4,000, nothing to scoff at on Vi and onto Jinx. That's some good players to hold that money in their pockets. Gonna look for a dragon here with the most fed champions on the team. Easily gonna get taken down. Oh, another burp. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, man. Matrix Burden. Ooh. Pushing up his mid lane with those phosphorus bombs, really pressuring Vlad to CS under turret, or come close to him in order to farm with his E. The Tides of Blood does cost him a lot of HP though, and if you got hit by a phosphorus bomb in the middle of the pre-play, that would be ideal for the Corki. Kylaf going in on the Matrix Burden, he's going to jump away, going to try to turn it on the Kylaf. The crazy damage from the Sheen. He's going to live with just a little HP. Plague with the roam. One more Q does take it out. No Tengu Mouse picks up a kill.
Yeah, that's really helpful for him. He needs to get items. Usually, there's two different Vlad builds that people go. It's either the split pushing build, which he's probably not going to opt for this game considering he's middle lane as opposed to top. Or there's the team fighting build where he's going to want Zonias and a lot of Magic Pen and just try to help his team, like be supportive in doing damage almost with that ult and the damage amplification.
He already has 30 magic penetration, so dealing near true damage to a lot of the champions on blue team. Manslayer only has 42, and with 7 magic pen, that's near true damage to a champion player like Manslayer.
Ooh, and Matrix Burden getting hooked up.
Getting played back. The flash from Notingus, the ultimate misses. He's going low. The blood blue's down, but he's going to go down to Matrix Burden with the Sheen proc.
And that turned on them pretty badly there.
Manslayer pushing up the lane on the Hanson. Hanson trying to counter push. But Lulu, too strong with Wake Clear, just instantly clears the wave. Now 4 creeps from him into the turret. Manslayer trying to get the auto harass. I know some Lulus go for attack speed reds for extra auto harass in lane in winning matchups. So I wonder if that's what Manslayer went with.
Yeah, so Chris Hansen does have wards now, so he's not going to get ganked again anytime soon. Well, until those run out, I suppose. But he is not able to 1v1 Manslayer anymore. There is really nothing he can do, just due to how much poke Lulu's able to put down over and over again, and how much sustain she has from that Rod of Ages.
Drone really big onto Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen only has 200 HP. Gonna have to back out with that low HP.
And Manslayer might opt to keep the turret up here just to deny more CS to Cho'Gath. The more he can just stop him from doing anything, the better, I suppose. And blue team already is ahead a lot, so they don't really have to worry about getting that global gold from the turrets, because they can get turrets elsewhere. I don't know how much longer they're going to want to stay in lane, though.
Cho'Gath really been delayed on his Rod of Ages, only has the components for it, and it's 15 minutes of the game, whereas Manslayer already has his complete and stacking up, already 2 stacks on it. Kylaf fighting over the red buff, gonna pick it up with the smite.
Yeah, a 12-minute Rod of Ages is actually really good. 15 minutes would be about average.
Kylaf is here, but so is Breaking Bad. He's gonna go low. He has members of his team here with him. Bloodpool does get prop. He's gonna go back in.
Manslayer's pretty low on mana
Breaking
here.
Bad goes in, gonna try to pick up the kill onto Kylaf, but goes really low. Getting silence from the Cho'Gath, not gonna be enough. Plague lays back Manslayer. Manslayer will pick up the kill onto Thresh, trying to kill Kylaf. Turns his attention to Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen auto-attacking with those double buffs, trying to pick up Manslayer. The turret is nearby. Manslayer slows him, but it's not enough. The red buff takes him down. And here comes Devin Senpai. Devin Senpai looking for those double buffs. Picks up a kill onto Cho'Gath. He'll get the double buffs, take up a kill onto Kylaf. Double kill for Devin Senpai on the realm for bottom lane.
Kylaf did fail a jump there, but it probably wouldn't have made much of a difference. Just delaying the inevitable a little bit. But yeah, Jinx is going to be really scary with all these kills she's getting.
6-0-0. Devin Senpai showing his AD carries. He can play AD carry with the best of them. Might be a good pick for whoever's captain. Oh, he picks up another kill. Go look for Matrix Python, setting him up big time.
Yeah. Now they're grouping up the mid, and they might just keep going down, trying to mow down turrets, maybe siege them down. But it looks like it's Devin Senpai's backing, so maybe they're gonna opt for a little bit slower of a game exit strategy.
He's got 2,500 in his pocket. Goes back, picks up attack boots and a Zeal. Looking to pick up a Phantom Dancer with this build. Plague sweeping out that bush, gonna drop a ward in it. Manslayer drops a ward. Gonna see the pink getting it cleared out.
So yeah, blue team right now should be trying to get wards into the enemy jungle, be really aggressive in clearing them out as well, and then just trying to take over the game slowly.
Mouse. Kylaf jumps in, not gonna get the knock up. Holy cow, does not get hit by the Vault Breaker.
Yeah, this is not what blue wants to be doing. They don't want to be just trading damage over and over again, because blue can go back and heal and they can come back in pretty quickly.
Oh, Holy cow's back is stopped. Almost gets hit, but Kylaf gets hooked. Kylaf goes down.
That is unfortunate. They're being a little bit greedy and trying to back that far outside their base.
Man, they're getting hooked by Plague, but does not give any follow-up. Knock-up from Cho'Gath does land on the Matrix Python.
Yeah, it seems as unless Thresh is able to hook Jinx, there's not going to be much follow-up from red team. There's really not much they can do about it for anyone else, because Jinx will just destroy whoever comes in.
Devin Senpai focusing this turret down with his minigun. Gonna take it down really low. Has to take the turret briefly, so pretty chunked out right now. No life steal to really heal him up. Pink ward spotted out by blue team. Gonna take that out on their way to Dragon. Try and extend this 9,000 gold lead to a 10,000 gold lead, and red team really is gonna be unable to respond to this.
So that is, what, the second
11,
dragon of the game, I believe?
A 10,500 gold lead. Second dragon over to blue team. They are so far ahead right now.
So one of those scenarios, Kylaf getting caught by Manslayer out of position. Manslayer not going to be able to finish him off.
They're taking the mouse, gonna get hooked, has to drop the blood pool.
Jinx Python getting hooked back, no follow-up is able. Jinx is just scaring them off.
Dealing lots of damage with those rockets. Really scary.
I think Jinx probably wants to start focus the turret down.
Rockets not enough to kill Tengu and Mouse. I'm not gonna see a team play breaking out. Blue team though, hovering around this turret. Might have a window with Vladimir in the base to pick up this turret. Chris Hansen trying to clear out the waves, can't get to the back line though. Devin Senpai hammered away on this turret, gonna chunk it really low. Nobody's on him, they're all clearing the ward. They're letting him just hammer away at the turret for free. That's not what red team can allow.
I think they're really scared of Blitz getting a pull over the wall. That is kind of a huge fear factor once you're behind and you have a Blitz on the enemy team kind of standing over your wall, having ward in your base. But yeah, they're definitely pushed back, and it's going to be really hard for them to do anything about this.
Using those rockets to hit that turret, already at half. Vi, though, has abandoned the siege, now looking to maybe go pick up a red buff. Probably would be smart for a blue team to focus their attention to top lane. There is that exposed turret. It'd be pretty easy to crack into that.
Yeah, those side turrets are really hard to protect. Especially when you have so much engage with Vi and Blitzcrank and Lulu. I do think, though, they probably could have gotten that middle turret if they had focused it a bit more.
Item builds coming up. Manslayer picks up Morellonomicon. And the Boots Lucidity now likely has 40% CDR. So gonna be able to spam with those Glitter Lances and Shields more often. Vi looking to build up a Trinity Force next. Corki. It's just holding on to that Chalice of Harmony. Picked up the Lich Bane, has a Lady of the Stars jumping in on the Notengu and Mouse, forcing the pool. Has to flash away. Blitzcrank flashes, the hook lands, and that's another kill for Devin Senpai. Unstoppable. Though it should be legendary, because he hasn't died yet.
So let's see if they can convert anything off of this. They need to at least get a turret here, because the longer they wait,
no one is there for any. Chris Hansen looking for the pincer. He's gonna get maybe turned on by blue team. They're gonna turn on him. The damage from Manslayer. Gonna chunk him.
And here's a free inhib coming out.
Oh goodness, the camera. Kylaf trying to jump in, not gonna find the knock up. But inhibitor goes down for the blue team. They're gonna now focus attention over to bottom lane.
Yeah, the wave clear for blue is gonna be kind of to pull off because Cho'Gath has to basically use his rupture on the minions, and then also Vlad perhaps using his tides of blood on them as well, and that's kind of short range.
Another free turret for blue team. They're gonna engage on to Chris Hansen. He ult breaking bad, goes really low. Lulu ultimate goes through to keep her safe. Down goes Stretch, but down goes Vi. Kylaf going low. The blood pool is gonna pop.
Manslayer going low.
Manslayer going low. Woolly Cow dealing as much damage as possible. Goes down to Devin Senpai. And this is gonna be the final fight. Down goes the rest of the remaining members.
Jinx just gets excited and just runs around that fight, killing everybody, and there was no way they were going to be able to catch her out and stop her.
They're going to pick up this inhibitor to allow minions to flow in the base. Chris Hansen going really low. He's bound to go down. That's an ace. Legendary Devin Senpai. 12-0-2. And that'll be the game.
Yeah. Jinx single-handedly just destroyed in those team fights. It'd be interesting to see what the damage charts are going to be later on, because I'm going to guess she's twice the next person.
Quite a bit of damage.
Ooh,
the ultimate for Lulu already back up.
Alright, and that's game.
The game. Blue team, overwhelming victory.
16k gold lead.
Crazy, crazy game for them. They really pulled ahead and really showed their stuff.
So Jinx about 3 times as much damage as the highest damage Cho'Gath on the red team.
So guys, we checked the damage charts actually. Oh my. 22,000 damage. Next closest was Corky with 17,000. Not much damage being dealt by the red team there. Cho'Gath dealt the most, and he was not nearly anywhere near.
Yeah, he was about a third of Jinx's damage.
Third. Yikes.
So it was a little back and forth in the beginning, but then blue just kind of went off with a few kills, and wasn't much red could do about it.